Imagine a world where a mysterious plague has not just killed millions, but fundamentally altered the genetic structure of humanity, turning survivors into something new and dangerous. You are part of a fractured society where the cure is rumored to be the only thing that can restore normalcy, but every step toward finding it reveals that the disease might actually be an evolution rather than a death sentence. But when you discover that the search for the cure isn't just a medical mission, but a political pawn in a war between those who want to preserve the old world and those who embrace the new, you realize that survival isn't about finding a pill. It's about deciding what it means to be human in a world that no longer recognizes you. Welcome to The Cure, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Pedro Urvi's post-apocalyptic saga. If you love biological thriller tropes, moral ambiguity, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of body horror with the profound weight of ethical choice. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's discovery of a potential lead on the cure, thrusting them into a race against time to secure the data before rival factions erase the evidence. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of antiseptic and decay, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are consumed by the very thing they seek to destroy. Urvi excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of one's soul to the void. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular, reluctant hero trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers. It's about understanding the complex ecology of post-plague politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the cure lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates toward its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. The Cure is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Pedro Urvi has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.